Hello and welcome to day 26 out of 25 of the Pro Wrestling World Cup. It's a bonus episode and it's going to be titled Unfinished Business because there's a few things early on in the World Cup when things were happening, interferences and what have you, and shifted decisions. We were acting on it immediately and then I kind of stopped, and I wonder if some of you thought, he just started ignoring that. No, I started noting it down and I decided to finish it off with an unfinished business episode. So, out first, he was representing Northern Ireland. He has some unfinished business based on the finish of a match, actually. He wasn't happy with how one of his matches finished. He lost it, obviously, otherwise he'd probably be quite happy. But it was the final group, well, the second to last Group C match. It was his final. It was Killian Dane's final Group C match. And his opponent today decided to take a count-out victory. Rather than actually trying to pin him in the middle. So Killian thought that was a bit of a coward's way out. Which isn't a word you naturally associate with his opponent. But, you know, needs must in the Pro Wrestling World Cup. And, turned out to be a smart decision as his opponent got further than he did in the Pro Wrestling World Cup. So, yeah, Killian Dane got some beef. And he doesn't look happy, does he? Then again, he never looks happy. To be fair, that's just his face. It's just his face. So yeah, Dane ended up qualifying from Group C all the same. It was Group C, wasn't it, I think? Pretty sure. As the highest point total third place positioned member of the Pro Wrestling World Cup. Wow, there should be a more succinct way of saying that. There probably is. I just messed it up. He still got through to the quarterfinals as well, did Dane? So he didn't do terribly. But his opponent, as I'm sure you figured out who it is, we're having a rematch of the local derby. His opponent got through to actually end up third place. He actually got through to the semi-finals, lost his semi-final, and then won his third place playoff. So this is the equivalent of Belgium in the Pro Wrestling World Cup, but representing Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, Southern Ireland, whatever you want to call it. It's Ireland versus Ireland, and because it finished by count-out, which Killian Dane thought was a disgrace, it's going to be Falls Count Anywhere. Killian Dane versus the Demon Finn Balor, the Demon King Finn Balor, Demon Balor, whatever you want to say. It's going to be a hell of a match. Weapons allowed, no count-outs, there's nowhere you can't pin your opponent. I mean, except anywhere where you couldn't physically pin their shoulders down, I guess. I don't know. There's very few places you can get to in the game, I think, where you can. Maybe on the little path through the crowd would be where you can't pin them, because there just isn't the option to knock them flat and then pin them. So, yeah, but everywhere else, Falls Count Anywhere except on the little path through the crowd is the full title of this match. Right, killed enough time here. Let's just speed through Finn Balor's entrance and let's get into the match. Alright, here we go. Killian Dane, ready to go. Demon Balor, also looking kind of ready, looking a lot more relaxed. Killian Dane looking more intense. And a headbutt! Oh, there's how much he appreciated your count-out win, Finn Balor. Now punch to the head as Finn's trying to get back to his feet. Punches him in the gut and manages to get up. Running heel kick, but Dane does not go off his feet. Leaning on the ropes. And Finn tries to clothesline him out, but is unsuccessful, should we say. So leans him across the middle rope instead. Now what's he doing? Now he's thinking, actually no, lie the big man down, drops the knee. And now going up top, Finn Balor having to use his speed against the much bigger Killian Dane, but Dane is no slouch. Hurricane Runner off the top rope. Wow, great athleticism by Balor. And now he feels like that was just too sweet. And he's letting everyone know about it. So yeah, Dane, even though Dane is historically the more traditional heel, in this scenario he's right really, isn't he? You know, like, taking a count out win is a bit cowardly. Oh, another headbutt, that was vicious. And Dane requested the match. He wants to get even with Finn Balor. Oh, off the ropes. Back elbow. Nice. So, starting to take control is Dane. Backbreaker to Finn as well now. And now where's Dane going? Let's have, while he's getting a weapon, it would seem, we should take a moment to give a shout out to the creator of this arena, Scott, one of my co-admins in EWA and the main creator of EWA in terms of like championship belts, arenas, all that good stuff. That was a nice elbow drop from the top rope by Finn, by the way. The sledgehammer's not come into play yet. Just worth mentioning. Yeah, he makes most of our stuff in EWA, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with this create an arena thing. Could you make me one? And he, thankfully, agreed. So we've got this beautiful arena instead of some monstrosity that I would have made. Nice splash off the middle rope, backward splash, and then a powerbomb suplex by Dane. And now going for the pin. One, and Finn kicks out. So yeah, big shout out to Scott. Appreciate it, buddy. Oh! And that looked like it was onto the collarbone. And then that was straight on the, what's that front muscle called? The quadriceps. Straight on the quad with the sledgehammer. That hurt. A sledgehammer to the quadricep. Painful. Oh, now Dane's like, actually, let's use a bat. Oh! And just, yep, just flattens Finn Balor. Finn Balor with the Ric Flair style sell. But he didn't really have a lot to say in the matter, I don't think. Misses the kick. Dane's like, I'm done with that bat. I've hit him once. Let's fight like men. Yeah, Dane certainly making the most of the no DQ rules at the moment, as opposed to Balor. Into the corner goes Dane. I wonder if Dane using the bat was a bit of a nod to Sting, who beat Dane in the quarterfinals. Oh, running dropkick in the corner by Finn Balor. This is the setup for the coup de grace. We might have him here. He hits it. And now scurries into the pin. 1, 2, and Dane kicks out. So starting to make Balor question whether he really could have pinned Dane when it was all on the line. Now what's Balor got in mind here? A la Eddie Guerrero, but Dane moves out the way. Moves out the way, using that deceptive quickness to his advantage. Punches Finn in the back as he's getting up, but Finn tosses Dane over the top rope. Now Dane with a shoulder tackle, and now a sunset flip. Oh, but kick out of 0. What? Who's this? I don't know whose music that is. But Finn Balor just caught Dane from behind with a reverse DDT Christian style. Gonna have to look into whose music that was. Apparently, even on the Unfinished Business episode, Killing Dane has some unfinished business. It's ridiculous. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor wins with the 1916, and Dane cannot be happy with that. He cannot be satisfied. And really, neither could Finn Balor. Like, because he hasn't beaten him clean, still. Anyway, let's get on to the next match. Alright, time for our second piece of unfinished business in the Pro Wrestling World Cup. Featuring this man. And I might as well start the backstory now, because this is actually the culprit coming out first. Back in the group stages, back on day 14, I think it was, Daniel Bryan had to face Sin Cara in his final group stage match. And Jinder Mahal's music played, and it almost cost Daniel Bryan the match. Now, Daniel Bryan did manage to get through and pull through and win that match, but he still didn't appreciate the interference from Jinder Mahal. And he was kind of plagued by interference, having already had Bobby Roode try and cost him a match in this World Cup. So Daniel Bryan, Jinder Mahal, India versus America, and I'm trying to remember. I've just completely forgotten off the top of my head how Jinder did in this World Cup. Let's see if we can have a little look and see how he did while we're watching his entrance. Apparently not. Computer's running slow. But yeah, he definitely, both of these men got through the group stages. I know that much, but I don't think either of them got all that much further. I'm trying to refresh my memory as Daniel Bryan comes out to the stage looking for revenge for Jinder, trying to cost him his shot at winning the World Cup. In the end, it ended up making no difference, but stuff out that counts, right? So, yeah, Bryan went out in the last 16 to eventual third place winner Finn Balor. Jinder Mahal, I'm trying to see here. Oh, went out to eventual runner-up in the last 16. Also went out in the last 16 to eventual runner-up Kofi Kingston. So these are the two men who lost to second and third overall. Okay, it's kind of a nice little coincidence. But yeah, these two could have been the semi-final because Kofi and Finn fought in the semi-final. And Kofi won and went on to lose to Sting in the final, and Finn lost and went on to beat Drew McIntyre in the third place playoff. So yeah, that's a fun little tidbit. This match could have already happened had both men won matches. Could have happened in the semi-final. Okay, so Jinder and Bryan. Let's go. Oh, cross chop from Jinder to start things, and then this is a normal match, by the way. This is not no disqualification. This is not false count anywhere. This is just a straight up revenge wrestling match. Jinder going for a pin already. Referee's hand didn't even reach the mat once. Bryan's already kicked out. And now fighting back to his feet is Daniel Bryan. He will definitely want some revenge. He will not be happy if he loses to Jinder. Oh, knee lift from Jinder, but he's no pushover, is Jinder Mahal. He's former WWE champion for 6 months. And now he's got the claw grip on, and he always likes to remind people that someone won a match in qualifying with the claw, so it's not beyond the realms of possibility. I don't think Jinder was going to make Daniel Bryan tap out there, though. Bryan fights out and then bounces Jinder off the ropes. Kitchen sink. Sends Jinder flying with the knee, and then drops the elbow for good measure. Yeah, this Jinder up. European uppercut. Neither of these men European, but still. European uppercut gets broken out. None in the previous match between two Europeans. Oh, interesting. Now Jinder's backdropped Bryan out of the ring, and now they're fighting on the outside. Knee to the head by Jinder. No mercy. Lifts Bryan up, and now... Oh, I thought he was going to throw him back in the ring, but no, just bounces him off the corner between the ring steps and the ring apron. And drops another elbow drop. Drops an elbow drop. Drop. Right, what's Jinder got planned here for Bryan? Oh, we're never going to find out because he baits him in and drops him with the jawbreaker. And then the float over neck breaker by Daniel Bryan. Climbs back in the ring. Surely he's not going to take a count out win in this personal issue. No, I think he knows Jinder's going to get back in, so he's just going to take this moment to play to the crowd, but maybe he underestimated how quick Jinder... Nope. Nope, Bryan got him with a crucifix. He knew exactly what he was doing. He baited him in. He absolutely baited Mahal in. Now lifts up Jinder, ready to... But Jinder takes advantage of being back on his feet and throws Bryan into the corner. Now lifts him up onto the top rope. He's got something big planned here. Maybe some sort of superplex. Yeah, he's hooking him up for the superplex. And he hits it. High impact. Both men would have felt that, but Bryan would have suffered more from it. Jinder rolls him through, goes for the pin. 1. Oh, Bryan kicks out of a superplex at 1. Wow, he's determined today. He's determined to get even. Arm drag by Daniel Bryan. And then a right hand. And now going for, I think, a DDT or a suplex or something like that. But Jinder breaks free and drags the arm down, taking Bryan down to the mat. Sends Bryan back into the corner again. It's worked out well for him last time. What's he got in mind this time? Oh, just laying in the punches and kicks. And not stopping now that Bryan's seated in the corner either. Now choking him with the shin. And now feeling very confident is Jinder. The fans not appreciating him. Not one bit. Up to the top goes Jinder. This is a bit outside his wheelhouse. And that's why Bryan moves out the way. He tried a knee drop off the top rope, but Bryan dodged it. So that's why they call it high risk, folks. Now kicks the leg out from under him, and now the yes kicks from Daniel Bryan. Fans getting really into this. There's no doubt which side the fans are on in this match. Oh, kick to their head. And now Bryan backing up. Has he got the running knee plus in mind? It looks like he's setting up for it. I wouldn't get up if I were you, Jinder. But he does. He staggers to his feet. And the running knee plus. And now going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Jinder kicks out. Much to the shock of Daniel Bryan and the fans by the sound of things as well. You heard a big gasp almost when he kicked out. Now Jinder kicks Bryan off as he went to work on the leg. Kicks him in the face and then runs in with a knee of his own. Now Jinder feeling super confident. Super confident about this now. He's going to lift Bryan up. But again, Bryan baits him in with the jawbreaker. And then ran in with a drop kick, I think. But Jinder dodged it. And now he's setting up for the collapse. Bryan drags out of it. Arm drags out of it. Runs in and connects with the yes lock. I thought he was going for another knee plus. But no, he locks in the yes lock. And Jinder taps out. There's some payback for Daniel Bryan. I mean, Jinder didn't cost him anything in this World Cup, but he still wanted to get even with him. And I think he just did, making him submit. Anyway, let's get on with the next match. Okay, next match on this Unfinished Business episode. And this once again goes back to the group stages. Most of it does, to be honest. This was the final Group C match, I believe. I think it was Group C. Whichever group these guys were in anyway. And this man was in the Pro Wrestling World Cup representing Albania, his home country. And he was 0 wins from 2 matches. And even though he couldn't go through, probably for pride, really wanted to win his final match just so he didn't go home without a win. However, it was against Cesaro. And Cesaro needed to win to go through top. So there was pride versus quite a lot on the line on Cesaro's part. And Akam, Rezar's Authors of Pain tag team partner, interfered and actually just plain hit Cesaro in front of the referee, causing Rezar to get disqualified, meaning that Rezar went home with 0 wins from 3 matches and sending Cesaro through top by default. Now, had Finn Balor not done as well as he did in the Pro Wrestling World Cup, I would say that Finn Balor had cause to be angry at Akam as well for costing him top in the table, but to be honest, I feel like he would have had a fairly similar route even if he'd been top of the table. He would have probably ended up in a semi-final with Sting, which may well have ended up with him losing and going into the 3rd place playoff and beating, well, not Drew because he'd already fought Drew in that context, but potentially winning that 3rd place playoff. So not a massive difference. So I decided not to include Finn Balor in this match. He's already had a match today anyway. You know, there's only so much unfinished business one can have. So anyway, here's the culprit. So Rezar's obviously not happy with Akam for costing him that match. However, Cesaro obviously isn't happy with Akam for, you know, punching him in the face. And Cesaro and Rezar also have some unfinished business. So this is actually going to be a triple threat match, and it's going to be no disqualification because it only feels appropriate considering that match ended via disqualification. So, yeah, that's happening. So, the Authors of Pain are both in this match, but there is no cohesion, no collusion here. If anything, the biggest issue is between Rezar and Akam. Akam costing Rezar his last chance to win a match at the World Cup. So, they're not happy. Well, Rezar's not happy with Akam, and obviously that means Akam has to fight Rezar. He's not just going to stand there and let Rezar beat him up while he focuses on Cesaro. He's not stupid. Now, obviously not the most tactically tactically gifted, considering he cost his partner his match. But he's not stupid. Right, so both members of AOP are in. I did consider making this maybe a tag match with the Bar, but I feel like AOP really want to get at each other. So it's a triple threat with Cesaro. I even considered making this a handicap match with Cesaro and Rezar teaming up against Akam, but then I was like, yeah, they've got unfinished business because they didn't get to finish their match. So I think definitely a triple threat is the right option, all told. Another option would have been to have Finn Balor partner up with someone in this match against the other two. But to be honest, everyone wanted to get their hands on Akam. We could have done a 3-on-1, I guess. But no, I am happy with the triple threat, and I hope you guys are too. So, Cesaro is now in the ring, feet on the mat, so when you're ready to go. We may see some early collusion just out of habit from AOP, but it will break down eventually. They definitely have some issues to resolve in this match. There's Rezar, not happy. Akam, looking motivated actually. And Cesaro, looking cool, calm and collected as ever. And there is no collusion. Akam just Fez pressing Rezar and just punching him in the face repeatedly. Wow. And Cesaro takes Akam over with the Fireman's Carry takeover. Now, European uppercut from Cesaro. And now, look at the strength. Lifts him up, but Akam breaks out and drops a DDT. Now, the Authors of Pain are free to go at it. There is no teamwork happening here. Just grabs him by the throat and tosses him over his head. So much strength in this match. So much mass and just power. Now, Rezar. Oh, knee lift to Akam. Takes him down. Cesaro quite enjoying watching AOP go at it by the looks of things. Just showing off to the crowd. Akam gets the upper hand. And now Cesaro wanted to get his hands on Akam, but Akam got there first and just threw Cesaro across the ring by his throat again. Now, AOP left to fight it out in the ring. Oh, Rezar clotheslines Akam out of the ring. And now all three men on the outside. There's no countouts, no disqualifications. They can do what they like out here. Oh, he went for a headbutt, but Akam got the punch to the gut in first. And then Rezar follows it up with a release suplex. And now, wow, sending Cesaro right up the ramp. And oh, we've had some glitches on this ramp before. During the original Killian Dane Finn Balor match, actually, funnily enough. Powerbomb suplex. Cesaro just ducked into the ramp very briefly a few times there. Oh, drops their headbutt. I bet Cesaro was wishing he dropped into the ramp there. Look at this. This match has gone out of control fast. Oh, where's Cesaro gone? Oh, there he is. Okay. Backbreaker from Akam to Rezar. And now Akam spotted Cesaro and going after him. This is a bit crazy. I wonder if it's unique to this arena or if it's a general issue with created arenas with ramps. I'm not sure. We'll have to test it at some point. Okay, now the claw, as I pointed out in the last match. We have seen a match won in the qualifying process with the claw, but it's not a false count anywhere. It's just no DQ, so he can't win outside the ring even if Akam tapped. And Rezar and Cesaro going at it with their unfinished business. Another knee lift from Rezar. Kick to the gut. And now Cesaro turns the tide on him and throws him back towards the ring. Still all outside though. All outside. Now Cesaro turns his attention to Akam as he was getting up first. Oh, DDT across the knee. Reverse DDT across the knee. And into the ring goes Cesaro, courtesy of Akam, who follows him in. And so does Rezar. They did ignore each other briefly. Oh, but then Akam just takes both men out with a single clothesline. Pretty impressive. He's got his tag team partner. Oh, gutbuster. And Cesaro just being allowed to recover in the corner. Probably not the smartest move. Arm dragged by Rezar to reverse. Grabs his partner by the neck. And now he's throwing Akam across the ring by the neck. Tasty wrong medicine. Off the ropes goes Rezar. Oh, Cesaro went for a jumping back elbow, but Rezar dodged it and hits an STO. And now Cesaro rolling out to try and recover. And it leaves the Authors of Pain in the ring once again. Backdrop by Akam. And goes for the first pin of the match, I believe. One. And Rezar kicks out at one. Oh no, what's Akam doing? Oh! Akam turning this even more personal. Bringing in a kendo stick. Oh. And then leaving. And, okay. Not sure what's going on there. It's it kind of feels like they're trying to all bait each other. But, Akam just hit Cesaro in the back with a kendo stick, and Cesaro just pretty much no-sold that. Tough man. Oh! No selling of those kendo stick shots though. And now suddenly, they appear to both be focused a little bit on Cesaro. Oh! Clothesline by Rezar. Now Akam seems to think there's an agreement in place, and Rezar's like, no sir, there is not. Just clamping their head. Oh, and then slams him face first off the bottom turnbuckle. Akam's out of the ring. Cesaro struggling to his feet. Rezar's got him in his sights. Lifts him up. And a powerbomb by Rezar. He goes for the pin. I thought he was thinking of carrying on, but no, he goes for the pin. He realises this is his chance to... Oh, Cesaro kicked out. Rezar almost proved a point there that Akam was in the wrong. He almost proved a point by pinning Cesaro. Doesn't prove a lot by pinning Akam, I guess. He wants to pin Cesaro. Oh! Lifting European uppercut. I don't think Cesaro cares who he pins as long as he gets to beat both of them up. 2. Oh, Akam kicks out the European uppercut. And then Rezar kicks Akam for that. For keeping the match alive. Interesting. Goes to scoop slam on Cesaro, and Cesaro drops down DDT, Christian style. And now going for another pin on Akam. 1. This time only a 1 count. He's had even more time to recover. But now, Rezar is outside the ring. Akam struggling to his feet. Oh, Cesaro went for the legs, but Akam dodged it. Clubbing blow to the back. And now sticks Cesaro up against the ropes. What's he got in mind here? Oh, just throws him at the ropes with the scoop slam. And now follows it up with the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Cesaro kicks out as Rezar only just gets to his feet outside the ring. No way he was making the save there. Oh, he went for the kick to the gut, and then Rezar just interfered with an STO. Akam had a plan there, and now they're going at it again. Russian leg sweep from Akam, and Rezar out onto the apron. Pulling himself up to his feet on the outside. Akam hasn't taken his eyes off his partner while he was doing that, and now he's just knocked him down. Takes the kendo stick out of the ring with him. Oh, Rezar dodges it though, and Akam runs away, despite having a weapon. Runs away, decides, I'm going to go after Cesaro. He's an easier target right now. And knocks Cesaro back down just as he was getting up. Oh, Rezar takes the kendo stick from Akam. And then smashes it across his back. That can't tickle. It's got to sting a little bit. Oh, lariat from Rezar. And they're going for the pin, I believe. Yeah, I was just saying it, how he probably wants to pin Cesaro, ideally. But I suppose he'll take the win to prove a point. But you prove more of a point by pinning Cesaro, Rezar, just so you know. Akam kicked out at 2, and Rezar just did a stiff right hand to the side of the head. Oh, uppercut from Akam though, and then a kick from Rezar. And now Cesaro gets back involved. Throws Akam into the corner, goes for a double axe handle smash. Gets the back elbow, and then an axe handle of his own from Akam. Fireman's carry takeover by Cesaro though. Wait, was he expecting someone? Was he expecting Sheamus at that point or something? German suplex by Rezar though. Kept Cesaro safe inadvertently. European uppercut 2. A 3rd one. 4. 5. Oh, big wind up. No, he's not going for a 6th one. Oh, he is. He fires him in, runs in with the 6th, but this time a running European uppercut. A 7th. Off the ropes. Oh, drop kick. Wow, great combination by Cesaro. Goes for the pin. Hasn't seen Akam coming back into the ring. And he gets broken up before the referee can even really get in position. Now Akam, what's he got planned for his partner here? He's got him up. Powerbomb to Rezar. Cesaro not noticed him going for the pin. Oh, he's noticed as the referee counted that Cesaro turned around like, what's that noise? And broke it up. So just a 1 count. The match continues. Now Cesaro going from corner to corner, courtesy of Akam. Runs in, but eats a back elbow. Fires back with the right hand. Goes for a scoop slam. Cesaro drops down behind. Belly to back suplex. Very back and forth this match. It's a very good match, actually. I'm enjoying it. A very good triple threat match. Now Cesaro looking for another weapon. Doesn't fancy the kendo stick. He's got the bat. Oh. Not anymore, he doesn't know. Just puts it down. Wait. Oh, he's setting up. He's setting up for the neutralizer. He's realised he doesn't need the bat. He can put his opponent away while Akam's down outside the ring. Also the pin. Akam's up. 1, 2. Will he get there in time? Oh, he didn't quite get there in time. Cesaro gets the win over Rezar. Proves the point that he would have beaten him anyway. and get some measure of revenge on Akon. Let's go on to the next match. Alright, our final scheduled unfinished business match. And, ooh, we're going big now. The World Cup winner himself. And as you can see, if you could see it during the flickers of light there, there's a steel cage above the ring, as per Sting's request. So, this is a personal thing. It obviously what he's getting revenge for didn't affect his progress, because he just went completely undefeated, start to finish, in this World Cup. No issues, right from qualifying. However, in Sting's quarter-final against Killian Dane, Alexander Wolf, who had already previously been eliminated in the same episode, tried to get involved and help his Sanity teammate. As he had no further interest in winning the World Cup himself, it became less about representing himself and representing Germany and more about representing Sanity and getting Killian Dane the win. And he tried, like, at least 3 times to cost Sting the match against Killian Dane. Sting pulled through and ended up going on to win, but he still wants to get even with Alexander Wolf. However, Sting is no fool, and he knows that Sanity are going to be wanting to get involved. That's why he requested the cage, to keep Sanity out of this match. So, Alexander Wolf makes his entrance. Well, his music hits anyway. There he is. Okay, so it's interesting because Alexander Wolf could have faced Sting in the semi-final had he been able to win his quarter-final. But because he didn't, he tried to take Sting out, and now here he is, having to get inside a cage with the Icon. But if anyone is going to not have any fear of this sort of situation, it's a member of Sanity, you know. They are named very ironically. He's not showing any signs of fear, walking to the ring with the same confidence that he always does. No longer representing Germany. Did a much better job of representing Germany in this World Cup than the football team did in the FIFA World Cup, so fair play to him. Through to the quarterfinals. But he's fighting the winner of the World Cup, so he knows he's fighting the person with the most momentum, and at the moment the best on the game, basically. Because if you think about it, including qualifying, I think pretty much every male wrestler on the game has been involved in this World Cup, because, you know, everyone's from somewhere, so everyone's been involved in at least qualifying. The cage lowers. Alexander Wolf does not seem worried, but he probably should be. He actually gets the first grab on Sting, grabs him by the hair, and just leans him on the top rope and fires him across the ring. So automatically going a little bit underhanded, but he knows, 1, he's got to, and 2, stick to what you're good at. He went for an overhead belly-to-belly suplex, but Sting fights out of it with 3 right hands. 4th one for good measure, a 5th. Sting just laying in the punches, finally knocks Wolf off his feet with that 6th punch. And now what's he got in mind? Oh! Trying to hyperextend the knee in 2 different directions. Trying to weaken him for the Scorpion Deathlock, potentially. Off the ropes goes Wolf, and then hits a clothesline kind of to the back of the head. Sends Wolf stumbling down face first to the floor. Now up into the fireman's carry. Oh, showing his strength. Gorilla press, and just drops Wolf on his face. Yeah, Sting is motivated. He's been motivated the whole World Cup, but seems a little bit of extra oomph in this match. But the short arm clothesline slowed him down, followed by the kick to the back. And Wolf is now in control. At least for now. Paying him back one of those right hands. There's your receipt for one of them. Neck breaker by Wolf. Takes Sting back down to the mat. Oh, but Sting counters as Wolf tried to lift him up. And hits a back body drop. So Sting back in control. Now got him up in a fireman's carry. What's he going to do now? Oh, a Samoan drop. I don't think I've ever seen Sting do a Samoan drop, honestly. Oh, right hand so hard he spins him round 180. And lifts him up. I thought he was going for a belly to back suplex, but no. An atomic drop. Now up onto the middle rope goes Sting. And he's just waiting. He's patiently stalking Wolf as he gets to his feet. Double axe handle takes Wolf down. Now Sting looking out at the crowd, and he's going to just try and escape. I would have thought Sting would have wanted to at least pin Wolf, potentially make him tap. But no, Sting just leaves. That's a bit of an anticlimax. We're not finishing with that, guys. We are not finishing with that. We have one more order of business to take care of. Oh, did we get a celebration? I thought that might have just been it. I mean, oh, Wolf's back on the floor. He's not happy now. I don't know. I don't feel like that's realistic. I don't think like Sting should have gone for that. But, oh well. Next match. Final match. Probably. Alright. So, first match. Finn Balor versus Killian Dane. Some music hit. And distracted Dane and directly led to Finn Balor picking up the win in what was supposed to be Dane's revenge match. And I didn't know what music it was. In fact, I couldn't even find it on the Creator Wrestler entrances. Like, I find it really hard to identify it when I'm specifically looking for one piece of music. But I turned to Facebook, and a few people gave me the right answer, but the first person, I'm going to give you a quick shout out because I appreciate it, is Gareth in Raw Wrestling Talk, actually, the group about the podcast that my good friend Amir runs and that I've appeared on several times. So, a member of that group gave us the answer, and we're able to get Killian Dane back out here. He's had enough of a rest. There's been, what, 1, 2, 3 matches since he was last out. And he is pumped up. He is just vengeful, this man. He is just vengeful. So this should be the very, very last match in this arena, sadly. I know I already did it at the start of the episode, but another quick shout out to Scott for the quality of the arena. Really appreciate him making it for me. It would have looked, the series would have looked so much worse if I'd have made my own arena for it. Like, it wouldn't have looked as good as it does. So, big props to Scott. So, Killian Dane's pretty much here. I've deliberately avoided saying who his opponent is. I wonder how many people, I mean, I know it'll be easy in the comments to just say, yeah, I knew that, like, but I wonder how many people genuinely knew, just off the top of their head, whose music that was, because I was impressed that a few people just knew this off the top of their head. So, anyway, let's get his opponent out here, the Interferer. So, I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, there he is, Darren Young. That's apparently his Bob Backlund era music, and I had no idea. So, I've no idea what Darren Young's motivation was for distracting Killian Dane, but here he comes. Like, I don't know what else we can say about that. He decided to get involved, Killian Dane didn't appreciate it, and now they must come through fight. Darren Young looks pumped though. Maybe he's just really happy that he's managed to get himself on the main Pro Wrestling World Cup show after obviously failing to qualify to represent America. Maybe that was the plan all along. Maybe he was like, I'm running out of time to get on this show. You've not invited me to have just a special match anyway on my own merit, so I'll have to get myself there. So here we go, Killian Dane versus Darren Young, the main event of the World Cup. Darren Young coming out the gate fast, beating Killian Dane back with right-handed strikes, punches and chops, and then a short arm shoulder tackle takes Dane down to the mat. Darren Young is motivated, but Dane hits the fireman's carry takeover, takes charge, at least temporarily. Oh, elbow to the ear, I think he hit there. And another one for good measure. Third one? Why not? Knocks Darren Young flat on his back. Short arm elbows. And now just picks him up and kicks him right back down. Kicks him in the face. Big boot. And a headbutt. Oh, Killing Dane is not happy. Darren Young might be motivated and wanting to make the most of his opportunity. Oh, European uppercut. Nice. But Dane is just unhappy with Darren Young. He's just annoyed. So he scoots out of the scoop slam, drops down behind and hits a belly to back suplex. Oh, maintains the grip. And another belly to back suplex. And now a German suplex. Dane just manhandling Darren Young for the majority of the opening section of this match. Off the ropes goes Young. Back elbow. Flattens Darren. And a running double axe handle while he's on the floor for good measure. Now going for the submission victory with a Boston Crab. Trying to make Darren Young tap out. Trying to really teach him a lesson. No, Darren Young actually powers out using that leg strength. Flips Killian Dane. That's no small feat, using just your legs. And now, does a flip of his own to the neck of Killian Dane. Gets a 0 count off it though. Might have to do a little bit more damage. Dane right back up to his feet. No messing about. Young met him with a right hand though. But now, Young gets sent into the corner. Big boot turns Killian Dane around as he followed into the corner. And a belly to back suplex for Darren Young now. So, showing Dane that he can do that as well. Maybe not 3 in a row. Well, 2 in a row in a German. But still an impressive suplex. Right, Dane has had to go out onto the apron to recover. And Young knocks him off with a right hand. Follows him out. So, this fight is going outside. This one isn't false count anywhere. Dane's last match was. That was a bit of a showy-offy version of an elbow strike, but he got there in the end, did Darren Young, and did some damage. Yeah, this match isn't false count anywhere. The referee's counting. That was only for Dane versus Balor, so they need to get back in the ring. At some point, Dane has regained control, I should say, and just bounces Darren Young's head off the apron. Goes to the leg, but Young manages to kick him in the face. That'll slow him down. Referee's count is up to 6. Now Young bounces Dane's head off the apron and then rolls him in the ring. This is a little bit one-upsman-y, like anything you can do. Oh, speaking of which, Darren Young had Dane's leg and Dane kicked Young in the face. But when he went for the belly-to-belly suplex, Young blocked it and rolled him out of it, took him down. Now what's Young got in mind? Takes him into the corner, going to bounce his head off the turnbuckle repeatedly. I'm not sure how much damage that will really do to Dane, but he does fall down, so it did enough. Did enough, at least, to take him off his feet. Elbow drop to the inside of the knee. Trying to slow the big man down, because for a big man, he doesn't half move fast. Now, what's Young got in mind, Dave? He's got him up. Oh, that's his finisher, isn't it? Is it not? He's not going for the pin. I thought that was his signature, well, his finisher. I thought that was what he puts people away with. But he just goes and taunts to the crowd and then lets Dane recover. Does take him down with an arm drag though. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong move, but I'm sure that at least used to be his finisher. Now Dane, look at this, talking smack after reversing it into a single arm DDT. Oh, crossbody, what impact. Now Dane. Gonna send Darren Young into the corner. Oh, we've seen this before. We've seen him win matches in the World Cup with this. I don't know what Dane calls it, but I know it as the one-winged angel. And he's connected. 1, 2, and he wins. He gets his revenge on Darren Young. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the World Cup in general. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, share with your friends if you think they would enjoy. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ibeza, you've been amazing, and I'll see you next time.